Welcome back to the No Shame Podcast. It's just me, Bartender, and Wolf here today, just talking about some shit that has been going on this week.
Yeah, everyone seems to be pretty busy this week, and oh boy,
Oh, yeah.
everyone on the internet definitely has been busy this week.
Mm.
Far out. So, where do we start? Mixtape's getting into a lot of fucking hot water for many, many reasons. Some good, some really shouldn't be a discussion at all, but they are anyway. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're at the moment. But we've also got, the launch of, well, the early access launch of Forza Horizon 6 as well, which I'm sure Blaze has already had a lot of fun with.
Yes.
So, yeah. Apart from that, like, the news around, like, the whole gaming sphere isn't too busy apart from just that
Wait.
one little misnomer mixtape.
Hold on, Blaze, you got Forza?
No. I've been seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've been enjoying watching it.
Well-
It looks amazing.
I've pre-installed it. I'm ready for the 19th. So I'm just ready to lock in.
I've been watching AR12 play it recently, and it looks amazing.
It looks absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to drift around Mount Fuji. We got to stream it.
Like, there's missions in the
drifting
game where
around
you
Mount
literally have
Fuji,
to...
Mount Akina is where it's at.
Mm.
Mount Harada.
There's literally missions in the game where you have to deliver shit just to explore Japan.
Do you get to deliver tofu?
I think it's like a delivery truck for something.
See, this is where you're gonna come
Oh,
at me.
yeah.
This is where you're gonna come at me, Matt. I can't wait to customize my car with anime liveries, whatever you want to call it.
I do the same exact thing, so if I find an anime livery that looks cool, I just put it on the car.
That's nothing new. I've seen incredibly worse. I once saw a guy who had a Kentucky Fried Chicken livery for his car,
Oh!
but the colonel was swapped out to be Kim Jong-un.
Do you know what?
Didn't he get banned for that?
Yeah, he got an 8,000-year ban.
Yeah, there was another dude that got banned until the year 9999 because he released early game footage without being allowed to.
No, it's because he leaked the source code,
Yeah.
Really?
which is even worse. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he leaked a bunch of shit, and he got banned until the year 9999.
Right. One thing I do want to talk
Lifetime
about
ban.
is we've got Summer Game Fest coming up, and I have a lot of questions. Do you think?
Let me guess. You want us to give you your predictions, or our predictions?
Well, yeah. Give me your predictions before I go into hot water.
Summer Games Fest.
Call of Duty,
I'm
of
expecting there
course.
to be a lot of indies. Call of Duty, maybe. I don't know if they're going to be saving that.
Well,
for the
Call of Duty's
Xbox
going to be
showcase or not.
Xbox.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see a bit more into Volume 2 of the Metal Gear Master Collection.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'd like that as well. I'd like that as well.
But, I know it's like this is fucking pie in the sky, but I just really want something from Valve. A Half-Life 3, something.
Do you know what? We said
please.
this about the Game Awards.
We did, yes, we did. But,
Yeah.
Valve is on a pretty good fucking, they're on a pretty good roll. The Steam controller is doing amazing. It's selling well.
I saw that when you
it
drop
also
it,
has-
it does the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool little neat features. Like, it'll actually sing as
Yeah.
well.
Someone,
if you play music next to it.
Someone who actually tried to order it, it got delayed, and he was able to get a free game on Steam.
Yeah, because the postal service fucked up the destination and just sent it to the
Oh,
wrong
yeah, I
address.
saw
So
that.
Steam's just like, look, the distributor told us about this, and to make up for it, we're gonna let you get a free game of your choosing. See, this is the kind of customer service that you wouldn't get anywhere but Steam.
Exactly.
This is why Valve is always number one. Just let them have the fucking monopoly, please.
To bring up the Half-Life 3 thing, I still see YouTubers like in their videos talking about, I hate playing this game, but hopefully we get Half-Life 3 soon. That's all I hear them say.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I don't
I
know
can't
if
say
either of
nothing
you
because
have
I've never
actually,
played them.
you really need to play them, and once you finish Half-Life 2 Episode 2, you'll realize why so many people want Half-Life 3 to be, like, to come out. Because it's not just the gameplay. It's not just the groundbreaking gameplay that pretty much changed how shooters are played from 2004 onwards, allowing you to weaponize actual physics. But it's also just the story was left on such a massive cliffhanger, and I'm not going to spoil the details. That's for you to find out. Half-Life 2 is cheap. You don't even need to buy the orange box. You can just buy Half-Life 2, and it comes packaged with Half-Life 2, 2.1, and 2.2. That is it.
Yeah.
That, and you can mod it with funny mods through the Steam Workshop. So this all.
I've
there's
seen
also
those
that.
before.
But yeah, Valve, please. I know you're listening somewhere. I just want you to please deliver on Half-Life 3 or a 3 of something.
Yeah, they're gonna keep COD until the Xbox showcase. They always show the next COD at the Xbox showcases.
Or like towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because we have the Summer
don't-
Game Fest June 5th, and then another fest after that, which is the Future Game Show. Then directly after that is the Xbox Game Showcase. That's
What I
3
really
days in a
want-
row with showcases.
What I really want is like if they're going to be showcasing Call of Duty, I just want the devs to be a bit more transparent than they really have been, and like actually deliver on what audiences have been asking for from the game. Because like as much as you guys love arguing against it, like Black Ops 7 was just a misnomer. Say what you will about the multiplayer. Blaze, you pretty much admitted it last week. Like the multiplayer is just getting even more unbalanced by the day.
It is the game,
campaign.
the gun, fucking shit.
The campaign itself was just absolute gutter trash, and the zombies was the game's only saving grace. But even then, it still doesn't hold a candle to prior installations. So if they want Modern Warfare 4, whatever this next Call of Duty is, to be the next big thing, they're really gonna have to fucking deliver. Either that, or just abandon like both sub-series altogether and just make a new Call of Duty sub-series. I do not care if it's set in the Vietnam fucking War or something.
Well, as I said, it's meant to be based
Just make
around.
it fun.
I said last week that it's meant to be based around North Korea and South Korea. We don't know yet, but
something Battlefield has been doing for years.
that's the thing.
The same thing we do every day, Pinky.
I don't want them to copy what Battlefield's doing. I want them to be doing their own original thing, not what they've been doing for the last 4 years.
I just want them to write a campaign that doesn't have the whole fucking Avengers meets Fast and Furious golly gosh vibe to everything.
Speaking, I'm gonna move over to movies and TV shows just really quickly before we come back to gaming.
Oh yeah.
There has been news. Everyone does not approve of this on the internet. They're hating this.
Right.
Vin Diesel
Hating what?
is Hold on. Wolf, you're going to want to hear this. This motherfucker. Alright, so Vin Diesel is co-producing 4 Fast and the Furious TV shows in the future.
Right.
TV shows?
Series, like a series.
Plural?
Yeah.
Yes, there's 4 of them in the works right now.
Right.
Everyone's hating it. Because this is what Vin Diesel said. We want to appease the fans, and we know our fans want more. We don't want more. You're making an 11th movie that's not even about street racing anymore.
Yeah, we'll see. Apparently they're going back to grassroots with this new
That's
one.
what I've been hearing.
We'll see.
But people are speculating the TV. One of the shows is going to be about like Dominic Toretto's parents before his father died and whatever happened to his mother. It's going to show like the characters' backstories or something,
Yeah.
which will be
Well,
kind of interesting.
That would kind of
but-
be pretty. That would kind of be pretty cool. Like seeing, like Brian's backstory, Han's backstory. would be
Han's
fucking-
backstory would be great. You know,
But like
you
at
know
the
what-
same time, we're also kind of getting that with like Sung Kang's own movie that he's like directing and starring in, Drifter, which already looks fucking sick. Like,
You know what
Like, I'm definitely
backstory
watching
I'd
that.
want from Fast and the Furious is the one that explains Brian and Tyrese Gibson's backstory before Fast and the Furious 2. What happened to them? Like, how
Yeah,
did he
like,
get
what-
locked up in jail and all that?
Mm.
yeah, and how do they just sort of like go into turmoil?
That'd be interesting to see.
Well, like
But-
even just obscure characters that we haven't seen in a while, like Suki from Fast and Furious 2.
What about Twinkie?
Oh, Twinkie.
Twinkie and Sean. Like, how did Twinkie end up in Japan?
Mm. And like, just what in the fuck have they been up to, like post Tokyo Drift as well, like
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, just
I would
fill in the
watch
gaps,
that.
expand the universe. It would be pretty. Now that we actually think about it, it would be pretty cool to watch.
But people on Twitter, when they first heard it, they were not happy.
Well, because people on Twitter are perpetually angry and do not like happy things, so they have to turn happy things into sad things. So that's all Twitter is.
See, I thought it was stupid at first, and then I was thinking, I would like to see a backstory on this person or this person.
Hmm.
And then I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
Sorry,
Alright.
I can just barely make that out in the sunlight. Wolf, are you wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Since when have you had to wear glasses?
He just
Oh,
put
what-
them on.
I wear them when I'm playing games.
Alright. Let's go back to the
I've
gaming
never,
news.
not once, fucking seen you wear glasses when you're playing COD or some shit. Don't fucking lie.
These are my blue light glasses.
Oh, those blue... My buddy
Oh,
from high school bought a pair of those.
you know, rather than paying money for a pair of glasses, there's this free setting in Windows that will turn like the orange light on during nighttime hours. There's also a program called Flux, which comes at the low price of free.
I mean, oh my god.
Alright. What gaming news did you have
Consumerism.
for us, everyone?
Gaming.
Okay. We'll save mine for last because it's pretty big and there's a lot to unpack.
I'm
so what
interested
do you
about the
guys have first?
mixtape stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to unpack there. That's why I want to go last so that we can, you know, take the time to really unpack it all
So
and dive into it.
I know Wolf hasn't watched it. Have you seen Invincible?
Yeah, I finally caught up with Invincible, so yeah.
How did you feel about the cliffhanger of season 4?
The cliffhanger. Look, I really am not a big fan of cliffhangers. Like,
Yeah.
as someone who has suffered through the finale of The Sopranos and almost every season of Red versus Blue, like post Blood Gulch Chronicles, not a big fan. Not a big fan of cliffhangers, but it's still like cliffhangers still sort of like get me excited for like the next best thing. So like it's a weird kind of love-hate relationship that I have with cliffhangers. So I don't really like I'm probably the last person you want to be asking that question. So
See, when I saw it,
because I
I was
hate
like,
it, but I also love it because it gets me excited for like what's to come.
Mm.
the
So
best part is we're only halfway through the comics, so we have like 3 to 4 more seasons left of Invincible.
yeah.
But when I saw that cliffhanger, I was like, I need season 5 like now. I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure you did. Yeah.
And then I showed my girlfriend because she's never seen Invincible, and I wanted to watch it. And I told her it's gory. She's like, "How gory is it?" I showed her the scene of Conquest ripping out Mark's intestines,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, I'm not watching this anymore."
You should have just shown her the scene in the train in season 1.
I showed her the clip of Omni-Man beating the shit out of Mark on the mountain in season 1. I showed her the clip of Omni-Man crushing Red Rush's head.
See, like, you're far out. Like, see, when I first introduced my mother to Game of Thrones, like, she was already interested in reading the books. I'm like, oh, you gotta watch the show as well. It's awesome. And so, like, she bought the season 1 to 5 box set, and we all watched it as a family. And holy fuck, like, and then like my nan was gifted it to her on her birthday like several years ago when I was still in high school, and like I remember her telling the story. Like she was watching the first season, and there was like this brutal murder scene, which was tail ended with a sex scene. And so like
Yep.
my pop just walks into the room, and he's like, "What the hell are you watching?" And she goes, "I think I'm watching porn and
Jesus
brutal
Christ.
murder."
It's literally like South Park, how they make fun of how he likes to do penises in that show. Like Game of Thrones is dragons, fights, and sex.
We know one wiener next to another
But then I convinced my girlfriend. I was like, we'll watch it sometime together. But when there's a bloody, gory scene,
Yeah.
you can just look away.
Right. I do have something. So, a new Infamous project is reportedly in development at PlayStation.
I heard about that.
According to
Hopefully
VGC's
they follow through on that.
Jordan Midler on the VGC podcast, there is a groundswell of people that want Infamous. I'm under the impression that there is an Infamous thing happening somewhere else in PlayStation at the minute. So this is some additional details. It may not be developed. It may not be developed by Sucker Punch Studios. Fans are speculating it could be a remaster / remake of the original. It's a PS5
They need
collection
to start bringing their old IP back.
or completely a whole new entry. The original Infamous franchise remains one of the PlayStation's most requested comebacks. But another comeback I would like,
Amongst other things like a new Ratchet and Clank, a new Jack and Daxter, a new
Ape
Sly
Escape.
Cooper, and I know, look, dude, we already got a new Ape Escape in the form of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Shut the fuck up.
don't care. I want an Ape Escape 4. Ape Escape 4, or
Dude.
give it the fucking Spyro and Crash Bandicoot like.
It's
shit, like-
called Snake versus Monkey in Metal Gear Solid Delta.
No. I want I want a remaster collection HD on of all 3 games. Then maybe a 4th entry. Do what they did with fucking Ratchet and Clank. Not Ratchet and Clank, but fucking
I could take
Crash
it or leave
Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot.
Again, I could take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Oh my god, I need your
There's plenty
opinions
of
on
other
this.
franchises that Sony could pull from to bring back. Yeah, what were you about to say, Blaze?
I need Both. Well, I kind of know Wolves, but I still want a little bit more of his opinion.
Mhm.
Overwatch and
Alright.
Fortnite. Because I saw your tweet today about it, bartender.
Yeah, I saw your tweet as well. I mean, it, as EDP once said. I mean, it's all right.
Like, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool collaboration, but what the fuck?
Like, what is Fortnite now? Like, even my friend I've been playing Fortnite with, what is Fortnite
And
anymore?
I
Like, Fortnite.
as I stated on Twitter, we have finally reached Dante's ninth circle of hell in the
Like,
infinite.
I sat there with on the brand new anomaly, the fucking payload. I took it from one end of the map to the other end of the map.
See, like, is going to pick up a Doom game. What ever heard of like aliens?
yeah.
What kid has watched the original Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Like,
It's just a complete misnomer.
I saw a tweet the night, the night Overwatch came to Fortnite, and everyone's like, "Oh, Overwatch porn is about to skyrocket." I'm like, "That's the only thing you care about with this collab? Is the
It
porn?"
really does. It really does kind of show that. And I think it goes both ways as well. It really just shows that both Blizzard and Epic are kind of getting desperate. I mean, like
That's
getting in a
true.
collaboration like getting a collaboration like this, it doesn't really like demonstrate, oh yeah, we're partnering up with cool people. If anything, it just demonstrates a lack of self-confidence. I mean, yes, we could have pulled from, you know, other big popular IP that are out right now, but we only have money in the budget for Overwatch, which has kind of been falling off.
Well, they've also collaborated with a fucking artist, SD Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, SD Kid, that
and
the guy from. Well, no, people are like, "Oh, who the fuck is this guy? This guy does not deserve a bundle."
Yeah.
and
I'm just saying,
You know who
it's
deserves a Fortnite skin?
who.
That's been playing Fortnite since it came out? Typical gamer.
Uh,
He's been playing Fortnite ever since the game came out, and he still has yet to get a skin.
I don't pay too much attention to Fortnite because the Battle Royale game mode is literally just a byproduct of the DayZ mod, so everyone else can go fuck themselves.
I
I
don't play
mean,
DayZ, so
I think you'd like save the world. To be honest
you
with
don't
you.
play the standalone, but Christ, when you should have been around for the DayZ mod days back in Arma 2. Oh, they were great.
like
But
I've
yeah,
tried DayZ before. I've even tried it
Yeah,
modded too.
I tried playing it on console, and it's
yeah, but you guys have been playing the standalone like back when, because again, I have to really emphasize. So in the DayZ mod days, when it was starting out as a mod for Arma 2, it
Mm,
was pretty much at its peak, and you had like these three big communities that were pretty much just sort of morphing DayZ into what they thought was, the definitive DayZ experience to them. And it's because of the DayZ mod itself that, saw the birth of so many other genres like the survival genre. Without the DayZ mod, we wouldn't have games like Rust or H1Z1 or 7 Days to Die. Hell, the Battle Royale genre itself was birthed from the Arma 2 DayZ mod. The
mm,
only reason why they started making their own games as standalones after the DayZ standalone was launched was because when the DayZ standalone launched, they didn't bring in ideas from, the base building crowd that were making mods and plugins for DayZ that expanded on, building bases and, covering territories and that kind of thing. They didn't pull elements from the PvP servers, which saw, Arma Battlegrounds, DayZ Overpoch, and DayZ Overwatch. That pretty much focused the game on PvP combat. So when the standalone came out, and the standalone's design was pretty much based on Dean Hall's original mod, which was very bare bones, a lot of those communities were left out to dry. So in 2016, you had like a 70% of the DayZ mods player base pick up the standalone and become incredibly disappointed. But
Mm.
that year in 2016, one developer he correctly identified a gap in the market, and he saw that there was an entire audience of hundreds of thousands of players wanting, this specific type of game. He knew what they wanted, and they knew what they wanted, and so he brought out his own game at the vanguard of a new gaming trend, and it exploded. My God, it fucking exploded. You want to know what that game was?
What?
So the developer was a little guy known as Player Unknown, and his game was Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, which was at its core, like, pretty much started out as a DayZ Arma 2 mod called Arma Battlegrounds, and then it became its own thing as a standalone game running on the Unreal 4 engine, which was pretty much the same thing, just, its own thing. You didn't have to download DayZ, the DayZ mod for Arma 2 to play it anymore. You didn't have to download a mod for Arma 3 to play it anymore. It was its own game. You could just buy it off of Steam and just play it right off the bat.
I got another thing
From
to
that
talk about
point
after
forward,
this.
the Battle Royale genre pretty much exploded. So you fuckers wonder, like, this is what annoys me. All of you fuckers talk so confidently about the origins of the Battle Royale genre and how it came to be, but you also fail to recognize the very thing that necessitated it in the first place. And it annoys me to high heaven.
Oh god. I got one more thing to bring up before I keep on scrolling for more news. So, the final episode of My Hero Academia came out at the beginning of this month.
A lot of shippers would have been disappointed.
Oh my god. So, it shows everyone from Class 1A, I think it was 8 years later, so they're all adults. They show the Uravity girl, can't remember her name. The pink girl that has like acid, whatever, yeah. But they show their ass in like a dress. No, I'm not even joking with you. Not even 5 minutes after that episode came out, there's fan art all over Twitter about them comparing those two asses on whose looks better and whose ass is fatter and whose they would fuck more.
This fan art is of the Rule 34 variety as well.
There is some, but there's also some where they just draw them like they're behind in a dress, but they make it even bigger. Like there's this one dude, he's like, Uracho, however you say her name, fucking hell.
See, I want to proudly, pronounce myself as a weeb, but it's like the wide fandom just makes it impossible to do that in confidence when you've got sex depraved dick shits like this.
See, my buddy, I'm trying to get him to watch My Hero because he used to watch it, and then the moment he saw stuff from the fandom, he's like, I'm not watching this anymore. I was like, come on, you have to ignore them and just enjoy the show for what it is.
I just kind of fell out of it because season 4 was weirdly paced and kind of disappointing.
It was.
So I was like, I'm gonna watch something else, and like since then I've just been way too preoccupied watching other series that are infinitely better. But then news about the weird extremes that a lot of the fandom were making just to, dedicate their love for the franchise, got out on the internet, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do not want to be associated with this. I don't want to be filled in. I don't want to be siloed into the same camp where My Hero Academia fan got banned from a zoo for trying to bang a frog.
At the end of the episode, Deku finally admits his feelings for her, and everyone on Twitter was pissed. They're like, why didn't he confess his feelings to Bakugo? Or whoever, fucking, what's his name?
Didn't they already bitch and moan about this when the actual manga came out?
Yes. They were doing the same
Why-
exact thing for the episode.
Mate,
And
I think a lot of weird people out there just have to realize that there's a reason why homosexuals are called, the minority demographic. They're not common.
and I will
It
read
may
you
be
this
more
tweet
commonplace now, but you're not the majority.
about this dude comparing the two girls' asses together. I will
Hey,
read it
Matt.
word for word.
Ready, before you do that, Matt, did you see what I put in the chat? The video.
No, what did you?
The video.
Of fucking my character that you just cobbled together with AI. Why?
But did you like it though? Battlefield
I think
Bartender.
you could have done
It just slanders me
I think you
and
could
my
have.
mum.
I'm just
I
gonna
think you could
continue
have
with what I
done
was
a
saying.
hell of a lot better.
Battlefield Bartender.
I will read you this tweet word for word. The Uravity girl's ass is an ass that you could hit from behind and watch it jiggle every time you hit it. The pink girl's ass is the ass that you can hit from behind and stick your thumb in her asshole. That's what he said on Twitter publicly.
Where's my knife? Where's my knife?
No,
Where's my knife? Where's my knife?
no, 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 no.
Where's my knife? Where's my knife? Fuck me, could someone get me a fucking knife?
No. Why don't you get off your fat ass and get it yourself?
Fucking hell. Like,
All
that
right.
was not even 5 minutes after the episode came out.
Okay, little quick, announcement. Just to sort of cleanse our fucking palate.
Yes,
So-
please.
you guys have caught up with the Fallout TV series, right?
Yeah, I finished
I'm not.
it.
I haven't watched it at all.
All right. You guys care to take any guesses as to who they've got lined up for the cast of season?
Oh, yes. It's the dude from Breaking Bad. I can't remember his name.
Aaron fucking Paul himself.
Yes,
Yeah.
the guy,
and people want him to play
They-
a
they got-
scientist.
the Jesse Pinkman.
Yes.
I still
I
think
saw that
about
on Facebook today.
I think it's gonna be fucking brilliant.
Now I need to catch up on the show.
We really do. Because like season 2, they really hit the ballpark with that. And there's a super mutant that's played by Ron Perlman, the guy who's done all the original narration for
Mhm.
the Fallout series since Fallout 1 right up to Fallout New Vegas. Really need to watch it. All right. So, the big story of this week. Now, you guys have probably seen a lot of the discourse online. So, Mixtape, a new indie game that was developed by Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Australian indie studio, produced by Annapurna Interactive as well, launched last week. And IGN have already reviewed it. A lot of games news outlets have reviewed it with raving aggregate review scores, which has sort of driven a bit more of a wedge between critics and users for a whole variety of reasons. But pretty much, Mixtape is an indie game that's, a bunch of games cobbled, a bunch of different sort of genres cobbled together to tell a story about 3 teenage friends celebrating one of their last nights in their little suburban American town, sort of set in the late 80s, early 90s, and it's all about this, the titular mixtape that they put together of music that just sort of like encapsulates the vibe of, all their various hijinks. Now, I haven't played it myself because I've pretty much just watched everything that I've needed to see on YouTube to see what it is. And look,
There's
the
a certain
story
part I
is
saw.
yeah. Look,
The kissing
story
scene?
is yeah. So the story is fine. Like I like everyone's got their own opinions about the story, and they're all like everyone's opinions are kind of like assholes, in that everyone has them, and they all stink. And Wolf's mum likes to tongue punch him.
Yeah, sure.
He doesn't even
Yeah.
fight it.
I mean,
But like,
debatable, but I mean, sure.
what about your mum tongue punching buttholes or like?
Oh my
Listen,
god.
your nan has Alzheimer's as her toenails look like fucking pork scratchings. I wouldn't fight
What?
it.
What?
I don't understand a
said
single thing you just said.
Your nan has Alzheimer's, and your nan has what's it called? Toenails look
Wolf,
like
if your
pork scratchings.
Wolf, if
The
your
fuck are
parents were
those?
second Wolf, if your parents were second cousins instead of first cousins, you reckon you'd be able to fucking speak properly?
Did your uncle touch you?
Oh my fucking
I
god.
could ask you the same thing.
Uncle Touchy. He showed up at the family reunion.
The fucking way you said they're just touchy, touchy, touchy,
Uncle Touchy's here.
like Uncle. I can just imagine like fucking Uncle Palpatine in the corners.
Uncle Touchy showed up to the family reunion. Keep your
Where
kids
the
away
fuck
from
are we
him.
going with this?
I
Anyway,
don't know.
so look, so look, the story is fine for what it does, but I would debate that, you know, it probably would have been better as like a sort of movie, because like I don't think anyone will argue that a lot of the gameplay elements in Mixtape pretty much on par with something like Netflix tried to do with like interactive media on their streaming service with Black Mirror Bandersnatch, I think it was called, like
And a snatch.
the one, yeah, that one sort of like interactive special of Black Mirror that they did that one time.
I'll never
Look,
forget when they added Minecraft story mode to Netflix.
But not season 2.
Look, I think it's fine, but again, it's sort of created a bit of a disconnect between critics and users. Look, no shadow of a doubt, the game was developed by a fucking nepo baby, so you know everyone's already got their own piece to say about that. Like, and again, the story is fine, but it's also a bit awkwardly paced in some way, and the dialogue is just plagued with this fucking gee golly gosh vibe, which I just cannot fucking stand. Like, if you're having a serious confrontation with your father and you're just constantly shoehorning in the vibe, like the fucking bass boost from Vine after every fucking sentence, like it's a bloody full stop, and you call your father daddy, I'm not going to be taking your story seriously. And I think it tries just, a lot of the time it just does try too hard to evoke any kind of emotion from players. And I think if they just let the music itself do its job, rather than really trying to like cram it down through the dialogue itself, like it would have had a bit more impact, and they would have actually achieved what they were trying to go for, which is, you know, taking players through this musical journey, where the music pretty much is a reflection of these characters' emotions and how they were feeling in these particular set pieces and, you know, plot beats in the story. If they just let the music, you know, hold a lot of the weight, it would have done a hell of a lot better, I reckon. And look, I'm fine with story games. We've played a shit ton of them, and we haven't had a single fucking problem with them. Like, you know, there's a lot of story games where, you know, there isn't a fail state that you can fail at. It's nothing new. It started with Telltale's The Walking Dead, all the way up to fucking Dispatch. I mean, like games like
Yeah.
the Stanley Parable are story games and
I
can be
like Stanley
considered walking
Parable.
simulators, and that game doesn't have a fail state either, and that's kind of the point, because it's a story game. Like, it is literally marketed as a story game, not an action adventure game, not a shooter. It's a story game, so you kind of expect there for the main focus of your game to be story. So it doesn't have a fail state, but it would kind of pay off to see some kind of consequence for fucking up. Because like even in Telltale's The Walking Dead, like if you fucked up a quick time event, there would be consequences. Like a character would die that you wouldn't see for the rest of the entire game, or
Yeah.
you fucked up a mission in Dispatch, and it can actually have some narrative consequences. That's what really brings out the best out of these kinds of story games, is that players still have a vehicle of choice. They still have a means to sort of manipulate how events of the story play out, but it's their ability to choose multiple decisions at certain junctions within the story that can drive it into a different direction. That is what makes these games fun, and especially with the Telltale games of old, being able to pick and choose certain dialogue options, or certain key choices that at these particular junctions in the story, and comparing your choices to the choices of other players that have been playing the same game as you, is really fucking fun, because then you can like compare yourself to other players and see what their moral compass looks like and what they would have done compared to you. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably the worst example, but in Dispatch, dating Invisigal over Blonde Blazer, like that was
Yes.
a whole fucking debate in and of itself all over the internet.
It
But it's
was.
still a pretty prime example of being able to compare your decision making to other players, and that's what makes these story games so great. The Stanley Parable also did it brilliantly by you could choose to follow the narrator's every direction, or you could go off the beaten path and just be absolute contrarian asshole and just disobey every narrative instruction that he's feeding you through his uh narration with that sultry, soothing British voice that he's got. It's like, you know what I mean? But Mixtape doesn't really have a lot of that. And yeah, you've got like these interactive set pieces where you're TPing someone's house, or you're skateboarding down a hill, and the whole fucking tongue bathing session that you got in that interactive kissing scene. But the fact that you can get through those set pieces and either fuck up colossally, or just barely touch your controller and still achieve the exact same result as you would if you were actually trying in these sections. I think that's where a lot of people are getting at, that like why they dislike this game, because there wasn't really any reason to interact with a video game. Like when you play a story driven video game, you kind of expect two things: a story and a video game. Like, not like a movie that literally could just be playing out without a single input from the player. And I think that's where a lot of people are seeing their disdain for this game, albeit a lot of their opinions are a bit extreme, and I don't agree with a fair majority of these opinions. But at the same, we've had these similar kinds of story games. But yeah, I think what really got this entire debate on the internet extremely heated and very incendiary is the fact that IGN gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 score. Now, this is where
Of
I'm going
course
to
they
go
did.
into this. Yeah, this is where I'm going to go into the second part of this discussion, because this brings up an entirely new topic of just the gap, the wedge between, you know, critics journalists and users that actually play the games on the regular. This is nothing new. We've had like this debate spark up time and time and time again. There was a Pokemon game that someone at IGN reviewed, or I think it was GameSpot reviewed, and they gave it a less than favorable score because it was, there was too much water, even though in the game world of that particular Pokemon game, they were on like an island archipelago, so you kind of expect there to be a shitload of water to traverse through. So like, but then you've also got opinions like what Adam Kovic said from Insider Gaming many years ago about Far Cry 3, and basically calling Far Cry 3 Skyrim with guns, which sparked a huge debate. And then, you've also got a few games that they reviewed last year alone. But look, I just really want to drive home the point that when it comes to these outlets like IGN, GameSpot, Polygon, Kotaku, wherever, look, the same these user review scores, like these journalist organizations, they don't just have one person reviewing every game that comes to them. They have like a multitude of people. You look at IGN's review staff, they've got one Australian guy who's been reviewing like racing games, like every like racing simulator or racing adjacent game that's come out since Forza Horizon 1 for the better half of a decade now. Like, and he's done everything from, the Formula One games to, Dirt Rally, WRC, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, and of course, Forza and Gran Turismo. Like, he's reviewed all of them. And I think his review scores are pretty just, considering he knows about, motorsport racing and, like, what makes a racing simulator good, or, like, just your average arcadey feeling racing game. But then they've also got, a couple of people who do shooters and a couple of people who do, action adventure, platformers, and like all these kinds of other games. So they've got this one person who reviews specifically narrative story driven games that are, akin to Mixtape or Beyond Two Souls, or, games of that vein. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're reviewing from their experience, but I think that really just shows that the same, like these user scores, they're not coming like the same 9 out of 10 that goes to Call of Duty, or as I like to call it, viciously masturbating over the corpses of Arabs 12. Like it's not coming from the same place that gave, a 6 out of 10 to I think it was there was one game that they gave a 6 to this year that I think Phoenix has been playing. That I think it was like Samson or something. It was like an open world action adventure game where you play as like a grizzled biker or something like that. But yeah,
Oh, you're talking about
not
Days
coming.
Gone?
No, not Days Gone. Fucking. I'm gonna have to look them up. So yeah, they reviewed. Anyway, yeah, the 9 out of 10 that goes to Call of Duty isn't, or the 10 out of 10 that goes to Mixtape isn't coming from the same place that gives, a 6 out of 10 to Battlefield, or 8 out of 10 to Dirt Rally, or the 3 out of 10 that they gave to God Hand. Actually, God Hand is actually a really good example of. It's funny that I mentioned that because, in the case of God Hand, you had the infamous review that came out in 2006, right? And then a couple of years later, the writer of that review got fired. And then several years more after that, IGN just fucking turn around like and start singing high praises for God Hand out of the blue for no fucking reason. And it just sort of, it's this weird sort of like contrast and backpedaling. Like they obviously their opinions are going to be completely malleable. So yeah, if you really want to go off of like a critic's review, I'd probably just start trusting freelance video game critics that have a lot of credit to their critiques. People like Color House Productions, or no, sorry, Color Shed Productions, or G-Man Lives. People who really show a lot of dedication and time into doing their reviews. I mean, GameRanks does it as well with their before you buy videos. But rather
Yeah.
than giving a game a numerical score, they just simply either recommend the game or not recommend the game. And G-Man Lives, like he's an Australian. I fucking love his content. He does like these retrospective reviews and reviews of new games all the fucking time. He's great. He's fucking hilarious. Um, and Jake Baldino and Falcon over at Game Ranks, like I also trust their opinions as well because they're clearly people who love video games and play all kinds of games as well. They're not just sticking to one particular genre or anything like that, and they don't give it numerical scores. So, like, I think going forward, like, if you really want to judge a video game by quantity, like a quantifiable score, I think rather than just going in for this, out of 5 or out of 10 scoring system that IGN and GameSpot seem to favor so much, they just whittle it down to a binary decision. Do you recommend this game or not? And then, every journalist does this from whatever company they're reviewing from. You take all of the fucking recommendations like it's a fucking voting ballot, and then that then becomes your meta score. I think that's the way game review scores should be sort of counted rather than just going from numerics straight off the bat, like right out of IGN or whatever. Like they either recommend or not, rather than just giving it a score out of 10. Because once you start giving a quantifiable score, that's when people start getting really, really pissy because, the moment you judge their favorite thing by a number, people will start getting butthurt, just going, "Oh, you gave my favorite game with this fucking 6 out of 10. Why didn't you give it a 10 out of 10? It's a perfect game." Because everyone has their own favorite game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Doom
Yeah.
2016, Doom Eternal, I think they're fan-fucking-tastic shooters. They definitely did not get perfect review scores from the likes of IGN or GameSpot, but they're my favorite game. Am I butthurt about it? No. The only thing I'm butthurt about is the fact that it didn't get game of the year, and The Last of Us Part 2 did. But you can see where I'm going with this, right? So, everyone's got their own opinions about games, and they're all like assholes in that everyone has them. So, I wouldn't really give a shit about it unless they're just either simply recommending a game to you or not. Like, if the moment they start to give it a numerical score, you can just completely disregard their opinions right then and there. Because it's just, like, it doesn't do anyone any favors. And it's knowing the sort of discourse in society nowadays, it just doesn't, do anyone any justice.
Well, I
But like,
also heard that mixtape is getting backlash from streamers because there's no streamer mode in the game at all.
yeah, well,
And they're like, the company's like, we don't give a fuck.
no, it's not that they don't give a fuck. They actually made a proper statement. Look, as much as people want to debate this, weirdly enough, I actually support that decision
I do
because,
too.
like the way the story is structured, it's clearly centered around these, curated tracks from these artists that have, written these songs, and like the music does play a massive part in that game. So, the moment you make a streamer friendly mode, that just swaps all that licensed music for, generic backtracks, backing
Yeah.
tracks, or, just what Life is Strange did that one game and just completely mute the music altogether. That just makes cutscenes look awkward as fuck. It just would completely defeat the purpose of the story that the game is trying to tell. So, yeah. People can complain, but that's what mixtape is about. It's about the music, so you kind of have to go in expecting that.
So
Because otherwise, if they did a streamer friendly mode, it'll just like fucking ruin like the story's integrity altogether.
Exactly.
So what I was gonna say was I was bored one day and I wanted to kind of play something because I was sick and tired of obviously playing the same games over and over again. So, as I told you
You're
already,
finally giving you're finally giving Call of Duty a break. Is
I
that what I'm hearing?
well, I've not played it in like I'd say at least a week. I haven't played it in a week.
Good. Keep it going to a fucking year.
So as you already know, I've completed Crackdown 3. I saw there was like an extra mode, but to find out that it was the same as a campaign, but with developer mode on, and I can pretty much just fuck around. I can have max health. I can have max ability and everything. I can fuck around. It's a sandbox mode essentially. So I'm kind of just that was defeating the purpose of what kind of trying to like complete the game again. So
I got something to say after you're done.
I went to go play Sunset Overdrive. Game
That's a
wouldn't
fun game. I love that.
I didn't get a chance to play it because the game would not load. Even though it was on my C drive. Then I went to go play. What was that game that I favorited on PlayStation? I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
All right. Well, he's looking for that.
No, we're not. I'm trying to. It's here. It's in my most recent. I just can't find it.
I have another gripe about Wolf playing new games.
Wait. Hi-Fi Rush. There you go. Hi-Fi Rush. Before you slander me, Hi-Fi Rush.
All right.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
This pisses
I was
me off.
fucking complimenting your choice on
No,
Hi-Fi
he's
Rush. You
he's
fucking
talking to
cunt.
he's talking to me. He's talking to me.
Yeah. Hi-Fi Rush. I like the mechanics. I like the fighting mechanics. I like how it's played. Reminds me gives me a lot of like DMC vibes when you with the fighting.
It's
mechanics.
like a hack and slash, but it's also a rhythm game.
It wasn't my type of game, so I
yeah.
I mean,
I like a hack and slash, but
fair
hack and slash and rhythm don't go together.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was like pretty unique. I loved the like rhythm game addition to the hack and slash mechanics because like again, Hi-Fi Rush is just one of those games where the music kind of also is the star of the show. So like, you know, you get into the groove and you start getting that rhythm down and it's like, fuck yeah. Like, you know, because
it's like doing this disco.
Look, I know you fuckers haven't like fully played Doom on a proper difficulty that, you know,
well, here's the thing, right?
That you'd be less embarrassed to play on. Hold on. I'm not done. Like, so I know you guys haven't finished Doom on Ultra Violence yet, or Doom Eternal, but trust me, when you actually crank up the difficulty and play those games and you just have that music cranked up, you'll find yourself going into like a rhythmic flow state to the music. So with every fucking snare drum hit, you're fucking, you know, maiming demons with your bare fists and bludgeoning them to death. That's the same kind of sort of mentality that you kind of really need to lean pretty hard into in Hi-Fi Rush. And that's why I love that game, because it's not too different from what I was doing in Doom, just getting into the flow state of the music and just like feeling the rhythm, and you actually it translates into the way you play the game as well.
Yeah, so I did a bit of thinking and debating, and I gave Gears of War Reloaded a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up.
Reloaded.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Judgment. Yeah, no, Reloaded is all right.
So I grew up playing
for a
Gears of
remaster.
War, with my neighbor. I'd go around to his house, and we'd play Gears of War. we'd sit there all day until we finished to a certain part until I had to go home, and then
Oh yeah.
when we
Yeah.
when we
Gears
finally
of War
finished.
camp.
Hmm?
Like Gears of War co-op is just fucking based.
Yeah. So
It's so fun.
when we finished one game, we moved to the next game because he had Gears of War 1 through 3.
Yeah, right.
So I gave it a go. I played my first hour into the game, and I sat there. I paused my game. I sat there. I was like, it's just not hitting the same. I want to play it. Like, something inside of me wants me to play
you know
it.
what your problem. You know what your problem there is though, and it's not a big one. It's not like a oh you should be ashamed of yourself problem. Your problem is you experience the game at its true peak, like because that game is pretty much designed around the co-op aspect. You can play it solo fine, like and you'd still have an enjoyable experience, but Gears of War is just one of those games where, like, you know, the co-op aspect isn't tacked on and it really shines through and you feel that, sort of sense of brotherhood and camaraderie as you're going through the campaign alongside a friend. Like, I've played all the Gears games with at least one of my other friends, and it's always trumped over, playing it solo. And those campaigns, playing it solo, they're they're brilliant on their own, but they're even better
With a friend.
with friends. So like, and I know last week I made that debate, you could say playing a video game with friends makes it more enjoyable about any video game, but that's the core difference. The game playing it solo is still a stellar effort. When you've got like a concrete game that's actually fun to play and is enjoyable and it's really, really fun, even playing solo, that's when the co-op aspect actually makes it, the most incredible experience of your life. And that's like why games like Halo, like the original Halo trilogy, shine through because again, playing those games alone, already incredible titles. Playing it co-op, it's like enjoying like the best, chocolate banana split sundae with a friend. It's a very weird analogy that I'm going with, but you kind of get the point that I'm trying to illustrate.
Yeah, I also tried to. I've been wanting to play it for such a long time. I had it installed on my PC. I gave Sea of Thieves a go. No, it's not my cup of tea.
Sea of Thieves is only fun when you're playing with a group of people.
Yeah, see because that game is literally designed around the whole multiplayer
doing
aspect.
it
You're not
by
playing
yourself
And
is
I've,
not
I,
fun.
I've just got
It's
back into
so-
Diablo.
it's-
I've just got back into Diablo. I've been playing with Ford, Hollow. Playing alone, I can enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
I love playing alone, but to squad up with your friends and just go into dungeons and tackle these demons and
That's the other thing that I
love
thing that I
Diablo.
need to do with Ford. That's the other thing that I need to do with Ford. Once I get my shit set up, like he and I still need to finish his playthrough of the Division 2 because he's like,
Oh,
Dude,
that game
we-
is
Get
fun.
me in here.
we started that
get
last
me in.
year.
Get me in. I will play with you.
Do you have
I
it on?
love.
Do you have it on PC?
It should be on
Because
Game
we're
Pass.
playing on PC.
I should be on Game Pass.
Division
Yeah, right,
2 is
'cause-
so fucking fun.
I'm balls deep in the end game already, and like the only way that I'm playing with Ford at the moment is on a fresh new character.
Yep, Division 2.
So
Division 2's on
you've
Game
got
Pass.
you've got some catching up to do.
Yep.
All right,
Can
I'm
I-
happy. Yep.
I don't think that comes with the Warlords of New York expansion, so you might need to get your hands on that
Can-
because
can-
that's where the
can-
real fun begins.
Can I grab on Wolf real quick just to change the mood?
Why?
Go ahead. I've
slander
God
me.
knows I've already torn him a new asshole time and time again. So now it's your
Bartender,
turn.
you might want to get some popcorn for this. 'Cause this is gonna be great.
What have I done now? What have I done?
Okay.
What have I done?
Okay.
What have I
So
done?
you know how I gripe about him not playing Resident Evil 9 or finishing it yet or High on Life 2.
Right, here we go.
He always goes
Or
back to
finishing
old games.
Or me when it comes to finishing Half-Life, like any of the Half-Life games, any of the Doom games,
So-
Metal Gear Solid.
This game, let me remind you, came out last year. I bought it the day it came out on PlayStation so Wolf could play it for free. Me and Bartender have already beat it. I beat it twice. It is Dispatch. He has yet to play Dispatch. It's been out since October of last year. and he's going back and playing older games instead of these games.
Look,
Hold on a minute.
I understand nostalgia.
I looked at hold on. I looked at your
drug.
I looked at your
Nostalgia is a hell
PlayStation
of a
trophies. You have not touched this game.
Right. Okay.
I get it. Nostalgia is a hell
I
of a
made
drug, but
sure
Jesus fucking Christ.
to look at
finish
your
back.
PlayStation trophies, and you have not touched it.
Because I've not gotten around to it. I'm gonna
I
get
thought
to. I
mine
want
It's
to
was
do
been
it.
out for
bad.
months.
I want to do a YouTube series on it. All right. Give me.
It's been out for months.
Yeah.
Dude, I think you've left it a bit
Lick
too
my
late.
left follow.
Cap.
Lick my left follow.
I'm gonna play Simpsons Hit and Run instead of Dispatch
right,
or
you're not gonna
Resident
wanna-
Evil.
Dude, you want to turn
I'm gonna play an old game instead of these.
Dude,
Right.
if you want to turn your playthrough of Dispatch into a YouTube series, I think that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed.
You are
You're
gonna
not
get
gonna find
no
the same
views
level
on that.
You're not gonna find the same level of success in doing that as you would have when it was fresh out of the gate.
When he got
When it was popular.
Ugh. You're never
I
gonna-
got it.
you're
You might
never
be able
letting
to.
it go.
You
You're
might.
not
Yeah,
letting it
I'm
go.
You
never-
might be able to.
I'm
might be
never
able
gonna
to
let you
capture
go.
that kind of lightning in a bottle
It's the Simpsons
a couple decades down the line, but it's
So-
again for right now it's a bit too late.
Every time
Just because I went back.
Every time I buy a new game that has come out recently on PlayStation and you don't play it for like 3 months, I am going to get on your ass about it.
What do you expect me to
Motherfucker,
still play Lego Batman after I completed it?
Listen, this game came out in October. You've had over 6 months to touch and play this game.
Dude,
High on Life 2, that's been out for almost 4 months and you still haven't touched it or completed it. Resident Evil, you just need to go back and start a whole new game because you're completely fucked where you're at right now.
I mean, I've been telling him to like finish Doom Eternal for
But
ages now.
you decide to go back and play old games.
I'm not playing. Okay, right.
If you're gonna
You're
go
not
back
letting
and play
go
old
of
games,
Simpsons, are you?
No, I beat Resident Evil 9 in 2 days while you were still playing Simpsons Hit and Run.
It's just baby's first Grand Theft Auto.
No, I beat High on Life 2 and Resident Evil 9 the entire time you were playing Simpsons Hit and Run.
So,
Dude, Simpsons Hit and Run is just baby's first Grand Theft Auto. If you wanted to play an old Grand Theft Auto game, pick up Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, or better yet, fucking San Andreas.
Because Bartender brought up
If you
Dispatch, and I'm
can
like,
even-
hold on, Wolf's never
even
touched
if you
this.
can get even if you can get your if you can get your hands on like the original copies of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas for PC, because fuck the definitive edition, like it's just absolute arse. It's dumpster garbage. But if you can get the original ports and get them running, fucking play that instead, because at least you're playing goated games.
before
I'm just letting you know right now.
before
Metal Gear
Blaze
Solid,
slandered me,
Half-Life.
before Blaze
Black Mesa,
slandered me, I wanted to
something.
say that I've been debating to actually play the Halo collection.
So, I'm going to say this really quickly. I'm going to be on your ass about playing those games the same way Bartender's on our ass about playing Metal Gear Solid and Doom on a harder difficulty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on your ass.
Until
And
you beat it,
if
those games.
If you're gonna be playing Halo, couple things, right? Play it on heroic, because that's
what I did before.
that's the difficulty.
That's what I've been playing
That's
it for.
the difficulty.
Yeah.
Well, normal is normal, but heroic is the difficulty that Bungie pretty much
it's designed
intended
for.
the game to be.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fucking
Hell,
spaz. I know what I'm doing.
I will play it on. Well, why the fuck haven't you beaten Doom Eternal on Ultra Violence yet?
There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
Fuck's sake.
Right. Okay.
Like, I will play it. I will play.
All right.
all
What are
of
you
those
going to be
games
on
in the
my
Master
ass
Collection
about?
with you
Until
co-op
you
if you want.
beat Devil May Cry 1 through 5.
See, those are old games. I don't go back and play old games.
Don't listen. So is Metal Gear Solid, but no one cares.
Look,
I play
see,
new
games.
games.
This is where Blaze and I disagree. I don't mind going back for a nostalgia trip to playing older games, as long as the older games are actually good.
Hold on, let me
Like
look
Devil
up
May Cry. I don't mind that. Just for the love of God, don't play DMC Devil May Cry, because that, as far as reboots go, that has got to be the worst.
But I'm just saying, like,
The same reason
Me-
why you shouldn't play the Twin Snakes before you play the original Metal Gear
me
Solid.
and Wolf. I remember how excited me and Wolf got when we saw Resident Evil 9 was coming out. We were talking about it for a while.
And motherfucker still hasn't fucking finished it.
Exactly.
That's what
Then
disappoints me.
I was telling him about Dispatch, and I uploaded a TikTok. I'm gonna spoil it for you, Wolf. I don't give a fuck at this point.
I've seen gameplay.
The part where
I've seen gameplay.
fuck, who's the black guy? What's the old black guy's name with the speed? Fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but when he does his speed thing and he almost dies, I uploaded my reaction to the ending of that, and Wolf said, "I gotta play this game." Where are we now?
You're talking about yeah, he's like Robert's mentor. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I've forgotten his name as well, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
What the?
Dude, finish Dispatch and finish RE9. Like they're sitting in your backlog, and it's absolutely fucking pitiful that you haven't finished them yet.
They're not that long of games. You can finish them in like 2 days.
The same way you still only have one achievement from Doom Eternal to your name. Like, Christ, man, what are you doing with yourself? That's actually fucking woeful.
What's next? They're gonna.
Are we done?
Hold on. One more thing.
Slandering you.
One more thing.
This is the objective truth. We have your whole fucking like. We have the telemetry data that's direct from your Steam profile to go off of. There are no lies being told there. The fucking numbers and metrics do not lie in regards to that.
I have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
What's next? I'm gonna get Wolverine 007 or one of those games, and you're just not gonna touch it for months because you're too busy playing another old game.
I think you find
Like-
I'll finish Wolverine within the time frame of a week.
Before you even
007.
touch that, before you even touch another new game, you got to finish the 2 ones that you still have yet to finish.
Right.
Actually,
so then-
Dispatch
3.
and RE9.
So when it comes to the time frame I'm meant to be playing the new games, you're gonna still be on my ass about play the new games, play the new games. Well, what do you want me to do then? Play the game that you told me to play? Or
Once I see
make your
you have
fucking mind up.
trophies,
Because you'll have me there combating Blaze's point. At least
Once-
finish the games that you got before you move on to anything new.
Once I see
That's
a
what I'll
trophy
say.
on your account for
That's
that
where
game that says beat
Blaze
this
and I
game on
disagree.
this difficulty, then I'll get off your ass about it. Because Resident Evil 9 has an achievement where you can beat it on easy, normal, or the hardest difficulty. You get a trophy for finishing it on any of those difficulties. Same with Dispatch. You get a trophy when it tells you once you finish the game. So once I see those trophies on your account,
Pussy.
those are old games. I don't play old games.
So
I
is
play
Metal Gear
new
Solid.
shit.
So is Metal Gear
I don't
Solid.
play that either. I haven't even bought that game yet.
Made by the same fucking company.
The only games I have on my PlayStation right now are new games. Oh my god. I just had to get that out because you brought up Dispatch while you were talking about mixtape. I had to bring that up. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. As I was trying to say, I've been debating about playing Halo. And I agree with Bartender what he said about the difficulty. Yes, I played that as a kid, and I don't know how far I got back then, but I probably didn't get as far as I wanted to be. But playing now, yeah.
The one thing that I really want to do at some point with the 2 of you is play through the entire Master Chief Collection, doing lasso campaigns.
Yeah.
Do you know what lasso stands for though?
I don't, because I have no idea anything
Okay.
about the Halo franchise. I've
Legendary
touched the 4th one,
and
that's it.
all skulls on.
I've even tried the new
Lasso.
Halo.
Oh, Infinite's not too bad.
I tried
definitely
it.
could
I'm
have
not
been.
a fan.
Oh, dude, if you loved Halo 3's combat sandbox, you'll love the shit out of Infinite.
I've
Like,
never
yeah,
played.
the level design in the actual main missions definitely could have been improved a hell of a lot, but like what you get there is nothing short of amazing. And I remember when I finally finished the campaign, like I was on call with a buddy of mine, DJ Louis. Hello, if you're watching, by the way. Um, and like he can even attest to this. I was fucking weeping like a fucking child. Like I was actually sobbing when the credits fucking rolled because like the way that that story ended and like the swelling of that iconic, Halo track, like I think one final effort just starts swelling in the background and it just sort of fills you with a sense of hope. And I'm like, we're fucking back, boys. like,
See,
and I don't like that. Like since finishing Metal Gear Solid 3, Death Stranding, and the Runners War Story in Battlefield 1, a game hadn't made me cry that much since. But Halo Infinite, for reasons I cannot explain, just hit me so hard in the feels. I was just sobbing. So yeah, like definitely like before you finish Infinite, do yourself a favor and play through the Master Chief Collection and play it in release order. Definitely have to play it in release order.
Of course.
And then play Infinite. I can fill in the gaps with Halo 5 story if you want to know about that, even though you could kind of, go without it. But there are a couple of key plot beats in Infinite story that tie directly to Halo 5 Guardians. But yeah, like I'm just as much of a lore nerd of Halo as I am for, Half-Life and Metal Gear. So I can fill in the
see,
gaps for that.
for me, when it came to the Halo franchise, I started playing online gaming on the Xbox 360 when Halo 4 first came out. I never
Ooh.
touched Halo 1, 2, or 3. The moment I started playing video games was when Halo 4 first came out.
You missed out prime gaming, bro.
And I tried Halo 4, and I'm just not a fan of Halo.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Matt. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here.
My inner child will. My
Yeah,
inner child.
no, it's
hurts.
okay. It's
It
okay.
hurts.
It's okay, Matt. I'm here.
Now,
I'm here, Matt.
Here's my rebuttal.
I think
okay, Matt.
I think I'm having cyber psychosis.
Listen.
Breathe in, out.
Listen to what I have to say real quick about that.
No, you've given him fucking cyber
No.
psychosis. You fucking idiot.
Listen, I have a reason.
No.
Matt,
So,
breathe.
I grew up.
Where's your pump? Where's your asthma pump?
I grew up with no internet. I grew up with no internet, no Xbox. I didn't play on an Xbox until I was probably 12.
And you still didn't play through the campaign?
No,
'Cause that's the
I
real
tried it, and I'm not a fan of Halo. I tried it.
Well,
I'm being honest. I gave it a try.
Your problem is that you started with 4 instead of
Halo 1.
like because you were playing. Well, Halo 1. I mean, you could have easily because how old are you now, Blaze?
23.
He's 23.
23. So you would have missed out on the original Xbox era. So you grew up on the Xbox 360. You could have at least gotten Halo 3, which would have been a hell of a lot better, or even Halo Reach. That probably would have been a good starting point because
Halo Reach was fucking. Oh my god! Oh, that was actually a good game. That was a good game.
Oh, it was fucking fantastic. Dude, I still have... Because I managed to... When they finally ported Halo Reach into the Master Chief Collection, they had this feature where you could transfer all of the Forge maps and game modes that you downloaded from the community hubs from the 360 version to the Master Chief Collection version. And so I've got maps. Like I've got Speed Halo, I've got like all those Tetris mini game modes for the multiplayer on the Master Chief Collection version of Halo
Oh
Reach,
no way!
ready to go.
See,
So if you want to experience peak online Halo, I've got it.
so I've had two Xboxes in my lifetime, right? The first one, Red Ring of Death. Second one, it was yeah.
See,
Second one,
the
I don't know what's going on
when
with
I
it.
finally got my hands on a 360, it was the arcade, the Xbox 360 arcade
Mm.
edition console, and that thing still hasn't died on me yet. Still runs like a diamond.
Yeah, no, my first one had all my saved data and
Brilliant.
everything. Like I had like fucking. Oh, I must have had like I must have had like
Yeah,
almost like
that'd sting.
you know the maximum trophies you could like, what the gamer score you could have the
Like the
maximum.
achievements, yeah.
Yeah, I almost had the max amount. I was like I'd say about 65% of what into my
I'd
gamer
be
score time frame.
fuming.
Yeah, and
No
I
way.
couldn't because I couldn't log into my Xbox Live on
See, like,
this Xbox. I all my data's gone.
like, as disappointing as it is to hear that you like haven't really picked up any interest to play Halo Blaze, you really do need to play the Master Chief Collection because, like, Halo has played such an integral part in gaming, especially for the home console market, because without Halo 1, intuitive control schemes for first-person shooters for the home console would not have been defined if it weren't for the original Halo CE for the Xbox in 2001.
Mm.
And we wouldn't have had online play for consoles if it weren't for Halo 2, because you have to remember in 2004, Halo 2 debuted with Xbox Live, and, you know, uh, the matchmaking algorithms to get you paired up against people of similar skill levels. All of this that we take for granted now started with Halo 2's online. Um,
Yeah,
like, it's played a very integral part in the gaming industry as a whole. And though 343 haven't really lived up to that legacy that Bungie left behind after they finished with the series and Halo Reach, um, I feel like they're still at least trying to do their best. Halo Infinite was definitely a step in the right direction as far as the campaign was concerned. The multiplayer, it definitely delivered. I was satisfied with it. I know a lot of people weren't, especially with the lack of post-launch content. But for what they delivered on, like, because, I grew up, with, like, as a kid playing Halo 3, and by the time everyone had those, multiplayer map pack expansions, like, I didn't have the money to get that. Like, I was living off a fucking pocket change, and I was, more concerned about, getting another game than just, tack on DLCs and that kind of thing. So that was me growing up at a time where, it would have been more beneficial to get a new game rather than just an expansion for one that I already have.
yeah,
So, with the multiplayer maps and modes that we had with Infinite, I was totally fine with it. I saw no problem, and I still enjoyed the shit out of it. Um, but yeah, I think with what they're going to do with Campaign Evolved, I do have my reservations considering it's being developed on the Unreal Engine. But as far as a new mainline title that isn't a remake going forward, I do have a lot of hopes. In Halo Studios, formerly known as 343, because the team that they've got, um, they know Halo. Like, they know what makes Halo, what makes the sandbox in those campaigns enjoyable, and what makes the multiplayer enjoyable as well. So, whatever new Halo that we get in the future, like a new mainline title, uh, I do have high hopes for. So that's
yeah.
all I'll say on that. Um,
Um,
but yeah,
so
as much as there's been a love-hate relationship with the franchise lately, I still like Halo as a series still holds a special place in my heart.
so I know we mentioned about mixtape that's just come out, but how do we feel about Subnautica 2 that's just come out?
I haven't seen any gameplay on it.
You know my opinions on early access games potentially coming out too early.
Yeah.
I'm being cautiously optimistic.
Well, yeah.
Like, look at Slime Rancher 2. It's been out in early access for years.
And it still
And
hasn't
they
gone down.
still haven't done nothing. They promised us a multiplayer experience for it.
Star Citizen, there's another example right there, and it's still in development hell to this day.
I saw a clip on some. See, there was like this guy went to the end. Not end of the map, but like he went to a barrier, and he went past the barrier, and he got a notification saying like, "Oh, this game is still in early access. Oh, whatever you experience, doesn't will affect your gameplay. Blah 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 whatever." And he died to a fucking like a weird alienated fish.
Yeah, I'll just wait until the game comes out.
that's
But also,
I hate early access stuff.
That's not the only thing that's just come to Game Pass, but coming soon in July. Yeah, August. Sorry, August. Yeah, August. Do you remember that game we saw at the Game Awards that was made by Game Freak?
Oh, that one that me and Bartender were like, Pokemon fans are going to be so pissed about this.
Beast of Reincarnation. It's 78 days away from its launch. I will be playing it because I do want to see what it's like.
That looks very interesting,
still a few
though.
months away.
Yeah, 78
I wouldn't
days.
mind picking that up.
Yeah,
no, I'll try it out.
Although I wouldn't mind picking that up, but I think my hands are going to be completely full with Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah.
Because if you know me and you guys know me well when it comes to racing games, like
you're going to spend $120 on it.
Yeah.
It's
it's already in early access.
I'm going to be spending $200 for the Ultimate Deluxe Edition for Forza Horizon 6 because I did it for Forza Horizon 5. God damn if I don't do it for Forza Horizon 6 and my hands are going to be completely full just, tweaking all my fucking cars because when Forza Horizon 5 came out, I spent an embarrassing amount of time just exclusively playing that game. And like, you know me, I'm a massive fan of motorsports and car culture, so of course I'm going to be balls deep in that for God knows how long. What the fuck else do you think I'm going to do?
It's a good thing you didn't pre-order it recently because Steam had problems on day one of early access where players couldn't even play the game.
Oh.
Yeah, Steam had a huge problem with that, and people were getting pissed.
This is why Xbox is just up there.
Debatable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with Xbox Game Pass. I love the benefits I'm having right now. I mean, it's the same as PC Game Pass, but with, the only thing I'm getting from Game Pass
you get
Ultimate...
EA Play, and you also get a Ubisoft Plus.
All those games.
You get that anyway with PC Game Pass.
Ultimate Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you get it with Game Pass Ultimate as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the only thing...
Game Pass Ultimate is the one that gets you EA Play and Ubisoft Plus with Xbox Game Pass for PC. So...
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's... I like the price I'm having it at now, sitting at $16.99. I don't mind spending that money because originally the PC Game Pass was the same price as the PS Plus, which was £13.49. In American dollars, that's $20 USD. Don't know what that is in Australian dollars, but
if I run the numbers in my head, that'd be around 30 a month.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the fucking Helix. Right, so I saw a tweet.
All right.
I'm not looking at it right now, but
Make this the last one because
Yeah.
the battery is about to die on my laptop. So
I saw a tweet about the Project Helix and the PS6. So it's rumored that they're going to be dropping around the holiday season of 2027. Which one are you picking up and why?
Xbox.
I'm sticking with PC.
Okay, no, that's
I'm going with
that's
Xbox.
understandable. I still have a PC.
I'd rather put money towards a Switch 2 or an upgrade to my rig than fork out money for a PlayStation or Xbox.
Well,
I mean,
because the way Sony exclusives are, that there's just, I know the only exclusives that I'm really interested in are just whatever Kojima is working on, and they tend to release a year later after its initial launch on PlayStation. So I'm all good in my camp.
I'm going to be
yeah.
so it's currently obviously called Project Helix, but it would be pretty cool if it was called Xbox Helix because it makes more sense. It makes more kind of uniqueness to it. Xbox Helix, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go with an Xbox because I want to use my Game Pass Ultimate to the fullest. I want to be able to play the games I have purchased from Xbox from the Microsoft Store onto my Xbox instead of using the cloud to play fucking Gears of War 2. Yeah. I mean, I prefer Xbox more than PlayStation because PlayStation, it's alright, but I can live around another extra year on my PS5 than a fucking, you know what I mean? I don't get PS6 till like a year afterwards. It's fine. Like I'm cool with sitting it.
I'm going with the new Xbox because by the time that rolls around, I'll have thousands of dollars in my bank account. So I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Plus, after I pay off this thing that I'm paying off right now, I'm gonna save up to go on a vacation or something.
Oh.
Critical mass, bro. My computer just fucking died.
But what I was saying is, after I pay off this thing that I'm paying off, I'm gonna save up money to go on a vacation.
Where are you gonna go?
Oh, where you going?
I don't know. I still gotta get a passport. I want to go to Japan. That's my dream vacation.
Righty,
But
if you're going to Japan, there's a really good place that you can stay for really cheap. It's called Kimi's Ryokan. You'll find it at Nikkabuka Road. They charge you like, I don't know what the going rate is, but like last I checked, it was about $50 Australian a night. Reasonably cheap.
I'd want to go to fucking Australia. I want to see you, man.
And then I was telling my
Have a
dad
beer
about
with you.
how
Yeah, I'll take you to Dreamworld. See you shit your pants on the giant drop. King Claw.
See, I was talking to my dad about how
Steel tie.
you, Wolf, you were telling me like whenever I come to the UK, you're gonna have me try like some of the snacks that you guys have that we don't.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, hell, just pay, just when you finish paying this off, save up and get a passport and go to the UK.
Yeah,
I'll show you
bro.
the proper way how to eat a I'll show you the proper way on how to eat a Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah, bro. If you come to the UK, you got to come between if you come to the UK, it's got to be between at least May or October because I'll take you to Comic Con. Comic Con is you'll like it.
And I do want to go to Australia too.
Yeah, gonna hang out with Matt, have a drink.
Fucking hell! I just want to see Australia.
listen,
it looks beautiful.
Matt, you better save some of that nice alcohol for us because we're gonna have a nice drink all together.
Oh yeah. I'll show you what Australian grog's like, and you're gonna fucking love it.
Yeah.
I just want to see Australia.
There's a bunch of good pubs that we can go to,
beautiful.
and Surfers Paradise as well. And I'll try and organise like a day pass to like Dreamworld or something like that.
Fuck yeah, man.
Movie World even maybe.
Oh
So,
yes, we're going to Movie World,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Movie World.
Oh yeah, man.
Let me look up how much a flight is from where I am to.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking expensive. Like,
because I know from where I live to Japan, it's like $1,000, probably even more. From Missouri to Australia. All right, let's see. Come on, slow ass website.
It'll be pretty fun.
Right,
It'll be pretty cool. And what I want to do is, I once we sort of be a cool idea. Once we've all settled down and kind of like, we need to find a location we can actually set and actually have like a chill place where we can actually like. You see how every podcast has like a set, like sort of like a we all sit at a table and we have a mic. Yeah, that's all set at a sofa.
So
like a small little studio.
Yeah.
I just found the cheapest flight from St. Louis, Missouri to Sydney, Australia. almost $2,000 for a round trip.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty much on the money. Yeah.
Which isn't that bad for the job that I have. I could have that much money in 2 months.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, with the going rate that I'm paying at the moment, I could easily get that in at least a month. I don't know if that's well. Yeah.
Just got to get a job first.
Because
So.
I get paid like 1,800 to $2,000 a fortnight on my job, the job that I'm working at the moment. So yeah,
I've always been paid weekly. Like every job I've had, it's always been like between like 450.
yeah, but I work tire fitting now, so like blue collar, working on cars.
400 around 450 to $500. £500, which is like
What do you do for work?
I was gonna say not to poke at Wolf, but he needs to get a job if he wants to.
Yeah, I know.
Go to Australia and stuff.
I used to.
So you don't have a job right now?
No.
Get a job, you
you scrub. No. I was waiting for get a job, you scrub. I was waiting for that one.
How old are you now? 21, 22?
22. Yeah, I've been doing warehouse work. Warehouse work is like what I do.
Well, if you want to climb the ladder, best way you can, move up the ladder in warehousing is get an actual forklift certification.
I have a forklift license.
LF
You're
or
forklift
LO?
certified?
I'm forklift certified. Kind of.
Yeah, but there's different certifications for different kinds of forklifts, and I know
That's
that because
true.
I've got two of them. I've got an LF forklift license and an LO forklift license. You know what an LO forklift license is for?
No, I do not study that shit.
Order picking forklifts. So they're the kinds of forklifts where they literally make you wear a harness and you're strapped to the forklift itself. And so, like, the forks, like the
that sounds like fun
the
as
forks,
hell.
like the tines on the forks. So, like, when you lift the tines on the order picking forklift, you're literally standing on a platform that goes up with the forklift. So you're working the heights as well. So,
yeah.
I've got the license where I just sit in the truck,
just a normal forklift is what you're basically
regular
saying.
Regular forklift.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if you were trying to describe a pallet jack, I was just gonna say that is not a fucking forklift, you stupid idiot.
So bartender's just flexing on us because he gets bitches because he's forklift certified. Understandable.
Yeah, double forklift certified, so I get twice as many pussy.
I always hear
I
the
get
memes.
twice
It's like
as much pussy.
I always hear
drowning.
He's like that, and he's like that. He's like that. All right, that's him.
I always hear memes that are like people that are forklift certified get bitches.
Yeah. He's got one up here, he's got one down there, and then he's like that. It's just fucking.
My usual Saturday. Yeah, my usual Saturday night, a beer in one hand and a titty in the other.
You just walk up to a girl in the bar, is like, "What's up, babe? I'm forklift certified." She just gets on her knees.
Beer in one hand, fingers in the pussy.
She just drops her panties on the floor and like.
Oh my god, you're forklift certified?
Oh my god! Oh, these are so horny.
What the fuck are you trying to roleplay as? Fucking Taiwanese ladyboys?
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that accent?
I'm that girl, I'm Ladyboy.
Oh, come over here. I'm so sexy.
Don't go to Bangkok then.
You mean Thailand?
If you've no, Bangkok. You remember the Hangover Part 2 when they're in Bangkok?
Bangkok's one thing, Taiwan is another. As soon as you drink at least 6 bintangs, you're fucked.
The fact that you know
just
that
reminds me
is
of
just
Hangover.
Concerning.
Rightio. Any closing remarks before we wrap this up?
No. I've got nothing.
Nah.
I will just say this to wrap this up. Now, I know we've covered mixtape rather extensively, and I know everyone's going to have their own opinions about it, but look, I really implore you, just do not try to bury yourself in the absolute slop that people are just sort of generating in their own echo chambers on Twitter or Reddit or whatever. Really, like, if you're going to get any kind of like anyone else's opinion about it, really go to like a freelance critic that you can trust their opinion on, someone who actually takes the time and dedication, takes pride in their work to sort of show what's good and what's bad about the game. People like Game Ranks, people like G-Man Lives or Color Shed Productions. Like either that or just pick up the game yourself, because a lot of
See,
people on Twitter are just going down this whole fucking cycle of just spewing bullshit that other people have said before. So go into the game blind. Just expect that it's a narrative focused game, and whatever gameplay is there isn't really too gameplay heavy. Like you got to go into those games expecting not to do too much with the game. You're really just there to enjoy the story, and you're there along for the ride. So go into mixtape in knowing that, and formulate your own opinions.
I got one more thing to say. I will be giving my opinion on the game next podcast episode, because
Yep.
I got it on my PlayStation, so that means Wolf can also give his opinions if
I
he
have
decides to play it.
on Game Pass. I can play it.
Well, at least it's the one game that Wolf can easily finish out of his backlog, because it'll only take you about 3 hours to complete.
So I will be giving my opinion.
So
If Wolf plays it,
you
he'll
have
give his
no
opinion.
excuse for not finishing mixtape.
I've literally, I have it installed. I've had it installed for about 3 days. I just haven't had a chance to
Then
play it.
fucking finish it. You can literally just fart right through that piss easy in a day.
Yeah, I'll fart in your
Less
mouth.
than.
Carry
So,
on, you
3 hours.
fucking grog.
Your
So-
mum already does that to me, mate, and I'm still trying to
Oh,
file a
right.
restraining order
So-
against her.
I didn't know you was into that fish.
No, that's why I'm filing a fucking restraining order. Tell her to chill the fuck out. Like, I get that she wants to get all sexy and sloppy, but not in the middle of a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Have some fucking decorum.
Yeah, no wonder why you smell.
Yeah, and your shirt also smells like she washed your clothes with our bed sheets the other night too.
Ew. But
give me a pen.
viewers,
Give me a pen. Very
viewers, be on the
unoriginal.
lookout. Next episode, I will be giving my opinions about it.
So will I.
Radio.
That's if you even play the game. All right, let's end it.
Radio. But yeah, that's all of us. That's all of us for tonight. So you guys take care. Have a good one. Make sure to check out our socials as well. They will be linked in the
Yes.
description below. If you want to get yourself a discount on some Alti, we've also got a promo code for that in the description below as well. So do check that out. And really do support us, because if you want to get yourself some supplements that aren't going to fucking hit you like a freight train and make you feel disgusting the next morning, just a sort of light tailwind to your day with some, refreshing flavors, Alti, you can do no better than Alti. Like, it's probably your best bet, and it's pretty cheap as well. So, if you want your discount, go use the promo code in the link in the description below. Check out our socials. We're all over Twitter, Instagram. You can even find our Discords if you really want to. And just be sure to like, subscribe, and even drop a comment in below, and just sort of give us your thoughts on what we've discussed today, and also ask us what you want us to discuss next week, so we actually have things to talk about. But that's all for us today. Have a good one. Stay safe. Don't get too drunk. And yeah, that's us here at the No Shame Podcast for this week, guys.
Peace.
Laters.